Good evening. Please turn on the recording in all the rooms. Hopefully, I am quite audible. Well, good day, good night in some places. And thanks a lot for being with us. This is NDE promotion. And you know that quite recently we finished our promotion for individuals, and now I call upon all those people who would like to expand their networks and offer this opportunity to all the other people and entrepreneurs. Now, it's not the good time for entrepreneurs, and therefore we believe they will not miss our super proposal. Those people who joined us very recently and don't know still what NDE is, I'd like very briefly to explain the key functions of new digital evolution or digital guarantees, and afterwards I will show you the strategy we offer. Well, and then further details about the promotion itself. There is quite a lot of information. I will do my best to be brief, but it will take us about 1 hour. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m. there is another webinar where I will answer in more detail all your questions, and you will understand all the details of our new promotion. I will show you the figures. From my point of view, they are important figures, and all those that are already partners of NDE community, you may have bought your license already, and you would like to learn when the project is launched. So the exact dates will be provided tomorrow. But we are ready in full, and it will be not the first gear, but the 6th gear in a car. Well, I see my slides in the Italian room, and I believe that you already know me quite well. And the more I think about our promotion, I think that this is a super proposal for all of you. Well, I'd like to remind you 2 things. You may have seen this slide already, but the most important thing here is that quite often people who don't understand how digital guarantees work, and those who are bad at today's finance market and world, what do they do? Those holders of tokens, if they are not well prepared, they sell tokens and buy a car. But what happens 10 years after? Their car costs a penny and they invest into the same car. But to say I decide to buy a car of $30,000 worth, and I sell my tokens for $30,000 worth, and 10 years after I do not only drive my car, but I pay for its insurance, for its maintenance, repairs, and etc. Next slide, please. Where is the place of the digital guarantee? This is an instrument, a tool, which may replace what we today call a bank guarantee. And we will use the digital rating, and instead of offering our property as a collateral, we will use a different tool, and the only thing I need is my position or my rank in the digital rating. And by taking the training course, I should be authorized to get access to this service. Well, we create a digital rating thanks to my having tokens, and some tokens are frozen in my account. And what happens next? After I apply for some service, my money is still in my hands, and I can rent a car, and my money 10 years after is still kept in my hands, and 10 years after I can replace my car by increasing my capital. At the same time, I have no costs for its maintenance. Give me a plus if I'm audible quite well. My connection is quite good. I will try to improve my sound. We'll see what I can do. Give me a second, please. What about now? Am I audible? Thank you, Felix. Well, hopefully it's better now. Well, we've talked that I've said that this system whereby I can buy a car, next slide, please, or I can rent a car. Well, now I know that many of you suffer or worry about the down price of token, and the rate is not as expected. But look, there will be people who will trust our project, and there will be those that will feel uncertain. But as soon as everything is seamless, you will be fully reliable or fully confident in the project. And here I'm not talking solely about NDE project, as we know that there are people who've lost their hope or have forgotten that in order to achieve something, to gain something, we need many years. But many people may say that promises haven't been met. But look, if someone is uncertain about the situation, he starts spreading rumors, and tomorrow he will face another challenge. And how do you see your life in 5-10 years after? Our life, our world is changing continuously over the last decade. Every second year, the year or the life changes dramatically, and in particular in financial sector. And if you know the latest news, and today, every week, a bank, any bank or any government decides into its investment portfolio or property portfolio to include some assets, crypto assets, and the world changes. And I'd like to propose those entrepreneurs who will join us a new strategy, a strategy that will fully change their habits and the traditional mindset. Next slide. And here, let's have a look at the approach I offer so that we can change our way of thinking fully and change what today you have in your wallets or in your investment portfolios. And sooner or later, in our households, in our families, here, for instance, there is an example of a household, and a dad may apply the first grade guarantee of 12 months with $100, and he can deposit the amount charged by a dentist, and his son will get a guarantee of the second level for another 12 months. A dentist must be inside our system, and he will be able to use this guarantee to present it to the vendors of his materials he uses with a lower rate, for instance, 50% in this case. And in case we use this guarantee mostly, for instance, to buy dentist services, how many people can benefit from their services? And it will be more convenient and accessible, affordable for everyone. You may use dentist services and pay for them by means of token staking. And in this case, we won't think whether I will do ultrasound polishing of my teeth next month because today I'm short of money. No. So through staking and digital guarantees, you may get all these services timely, and it is possible for rental of cars, other services, including the purchase of food. For instance, large retail chains. I may provide a guarantee for 1 year in any specific retail chain, and my tokens are staked, and I understand if today they are staked, then $1 staked today, tomorrow will be the same $1 or even higher. It means that it will not devaluate. And through the possibility of staking, and this way I will feel relaxed and confident about my tomorrow. And I mean that we want to engage entrepreneurs, and in case entrepreneurs wish to become a part of our list, our digital rating, they have to buy the training course and they have to understand what they plan to do. I understand that today all the businesses are in troubles, and this is the reason why we would like to offer specific solutions for those companies that are having some financial constraints. We studied how we may overcome this difficult situation. And look, you travel, for instance, and the most important thing for your car to drive is wheels. And our car, called NDE, has its 4 wheels. And these 4 wheels, they are our opportunities, they are our licenses, and we have the extra wheel, emergency wheel. Next slide, and I will show you what I mean here. Well, this is our car. And what do we mean under these wheels? First of all, this is the registry of individuals. They may take advantage of rental of cars, property for rent, light and gas utilities, so power and gas utilities, food sustainability. And we have another group of individuals, and this is another group plus. They could benefit from the rental of motorcycles, boats, aircrafts, and buy some furniture, travel, and etc. And in addition to that, we have companies and entrepreneurs of basic level that may cooperate with other businesses, professionals, private businesses, and some craftsmen, whereas the company of higher level, they may pay for rental of equipment, leasing of equipment. In addition to that, they will be provided with an escrow account, and they could actually use transportation for some bulky shipments, either by ship or by plane, by air, and these are hundreds of billions of US dollars. These could be the products we will produce on our own, and all these will make up the value added of businesses and the countries. Unfortunately, today, many companies, when they operate, need to extend some guarantees to the banks. And the pandemic made all the world in some troublesome situations, and companies need a push to stand up and continue or begin their successful work. But what is an emergency wheel or spare wheel? They could be banking services, because in the life of any household, there are such situations when we need loans. It may be once, 2, 3 times over our life, and it is not continuous, but sometimes we need it, and we may compare it with this spare wheel that dies, and we need the spare tire, and these loan proceeds could be viewed as our spare wheel. And this is why we created our promotion 4x4. This is our 4-wheel geared car. And now we create this promotion that must be clear to everyone, and everyone will get access to this 4-wheel drive car. And you should not bear in mind some super figures when you earn 1 million. No. So here we talk about smaller figures, smaller efforts, but that are your routine day after day, month after month to achieve our goal. And our goal is 1 million businesses, companies worldwide within the next 6 months. Next slide, please. And let's have a look at the steps to take one by one.
So as you can see on this slide, our promotion starts on the 1st of October, 2021. And I would like to present the entire project to you, and I will be holding webinars until October and later on as well, because some of these steps could have been taken already yesterday. So what do we need? We need 100 leaders. So focus on yourselves. Focus on just one person. You are that leader that we need. And now you need to find in your structure 4 signalers, informers, in other words, who will want to work with you. And your specific goal and the goal of your 4 informers is to find 4 companies a month, per month. So every signaler needs to find 4 companies. I'm not talking about some incredible figures here, like 20 companies a day. No, I'm just saying 1 company a week. So if we start with 100 leaders, each of them will find 4 informers. We will start in many countries right away. And I hope that we will have at least 400 people who will be promoting our project. At the same time, leaders will have to make sure that 400 informers take a small course. We already prepared it online. It's a digitalized course. And in this way, they will be able to become digital sellers. So it means that 4 companies each, and we get 1,600 companies. In addition to that, since we have 2 promotions in the running, promo 900 and promo 200, some of those signalers out of our informers will be able to find, let's say, 2 associations which will have 200 companies each. It can be like a union of entrepreneurs or something similar, something along those lines. And in this way, they can use the promo 200, because our goal for October, by October 2021, is to have November 2,000 companies. So let's see what's going to happen then. So let's change the slides in the Italian room too. Okay, then. Let's talk about November. What's going to happen is that by then, our 100 leaders will have trained 400 digital sellers. And those digital sellers will have to do the same thing that the leaders did 100 months ago. So they will have to find 4 signalers themselves. So 400 multiplied by 4 makes 1,600, and so on. And if you follow the math, you can get this many companies in a couple of months, in 6 months. And let's take a look at the expansion forecast here. In October, it's 2,000 companies. In November, 8,000 companies. In December, 32,000. So multiply by 4 every single month. And you can see that it is quite easy, yes, to write down numbers like with your pencil or a pen, but we know that it is very difficult to achieve all of our goals 100%. That's why I simply rounded up the numbers and decided to stick with just 1 million companies. So what our president and the right hand of Andrey is asking, Armand, is that we make those companies buy WCRUs. So if every company purchases 2,000 WCRUs, so 1 million companies in 6 months purchase 2,000 WCRUs, which equals 2 billion WCRUs. And the first thought that comes to my mind is that we won't be able to sell them all because there won't be enough for everyone. And remember, every company had to pay $1,500 for the code to be included in the registry, plus the company has to buy the training course. And of course, this is quite a difficult task for the company, taking into consideration the current crisis. Additionally, in some time, and most probably starting in October, our tokens will not be for sale anymore. And you might ask, but how can we do that if we can't sell them anymore? And I can tell you that it's not that scary. We already found a solution, and I'm sure you will like that solution. So let's take a look at the details here, what we are proposing. Let's change the slides and talk about our promotion. Talk details. So new promotion 90, promo 90 means that all the products from the 1st of October will be sold, of our company will be sold at a 90% discount. Whereas previously I had to spend $2,500 from the first day, on the first day of our promotion, I can do the same, but just by paying $250. And that's how I'm going to save 90% of my capital. I will be able to put aside the saved money and invest them in part. And we will tell you later what to do best with that money. And that's why I'm not going to spend more money than the education costs. But I will use the same money to purchase, for example, tokens. And so imagine what I'm going to have in 5 years on my hands. I will have increased capital, and I will have everything that I purchased thanks to using digital guarantees. And let's take a look at the next slide. So what specifically I will be able to achieve. So here you can see quite specific conditions. From October to March, we will be giving in October 90% discount, and then this discount will be reduced by 10% every month. But in any case, it's going to be quite a huge discount and a wonderful offer. So what do I need to do? I register as a company, and for me to enjoy the discount, I will have, first of all, make a purchase of $1,000 worth of WCRUs. I will have to provide the proof of my purchase of the EIP, and those companies that want to purchase our WCRUs by the end of September, they can do that, no problem with that. And then by purchasing WCRUs, they get the discount of 90% on their educational packages, on their training course. All those who will purchase those WCRUs from the 1st of October, because the back office will not give them the opportunity to purchase WCRUs anymore. You can top up your account in the back office. In any case, we can freeze the price on those WCRUs, and most probably somewhere in the middle of February, I will already have a price, a better price on my tokens, and I can make use of that price. And this is going to provide quite a lot of advantages. And this is the strategy that you can use in order to save some money and receive your educational package almost for free or with a huge discount. So you can literally reserve tokens in your back office. So let's do some math and talk about licenses. For example, I'm an individual entrepreneur. Previously, I had to pay $2,500, and now I can purchase the same license for $2,050 by purchasing WCRUs worth $1,000. So if I'm an LTD company, instead of $5,000, I will have to pay $500 and purchase WCRUs worth $2,000. And you can see it's half of the normal price. And the same will happen, the same applies to joint stock companies and holdings. SPA means joint stock companies. So people were concerned how we're going to sell tokens. And this is how they will both purchase the training courses and tokens. And let's take a look how much the registry codes are going to cost. Let's go to the next slide, please. So registration codes and commissions for digital sellers. When we suggest you use the promotion 990, we realize that the prices are reduced, and you will be able to see the prices in the back office of the company, whereas the registration codes can be found in the NDE back office that will be ready on the 30th of September. On the 1st of October, it will be up and running, and there will be NDE marketing plan in operation. And here your commissions will be quite high, because just imagine from each package of $500, you will receive a remuneration of 150 euros. So just do your math, and you can. It can be literally counted on the, without a calculator. You can see how much commission you can get. And you can get the commission from WCRU, from the sale of CRUs, WCRUs. For example, a small company is going to purchase a package from you worth $750, and you will get $200 from that amount. And here, there are no units and anything. You will be able to get your commission right away through the bank commission. And this is the money that you can put in your pocket. We're talking about small companies here. So what about the opening of the NDE back office? It means that there will be commissions both for the informers, signalers, and digital sellers. But let me tell you that it hasn't, this is not it, as far as our offers are concerned. Those people who would like to participate in our project, I think you are going to run some very high fever after hearing the numbers that I would like to give you. Let's go to the next slide, please. So this is our promotion 200. We did say that you can find unions of entrepreneurs or associations of business owners and so on, cooperatives in Italy and all over the world. There are many such unions. And here's what we decided to do, which is, in my opinion, a fantastic idea. And now I would like to explain to you on specific examples before we go to the details. So let's assume that association has 200 companies. Well, there are associations with a bigger number of companies. Some of the associations have like 1,000 companies, but maybe this particular association might be willing to buy a holding training package for free, or a training package for a holding for free. And also we will gift the registration codes to that association, and the head of that association will also receive commission from all of the companies that will be registered in his or her structure. Or, I mean, if it's the holding, then its structure. And it's going to be commissions worth several thousand euros. And all of it just for us to be able to register those companies in the project. And we already work with quite big partners. And now we can offer perform quite big orders, field orders. Let's take a look at the specific example. We are bringing to the community 200 companies that do different activities, and each company has its own account, have their own suppliers and clients, and we as Digital Guarantees want to find, for example, a supplier of electrical materials, electronics, and so on. And that's why we can guarantee to them that they will receive their order, and additionally, they can have an absolute guarantee that the work will be paid for thanks to our tokens. And let's see how much it's going to cost for a group of companies, because of course, as we know, any community is already quite a force. And in here, I just mentioned individual entrepreneurs and limited responsibility companies, because Associations usually bring together small-time business owners, medium and small businesses. And you can see that we offer 90% discount on the educational package, but you can see that the number of tokens to be purchased is different as well. Instead of $1,000, it's 250. And in the case of SRL, which is company limited, it's just $500 worth of tokens. And you realize that with $250 invested in tokens, we won't be able to issue big guarantees, but at least people start realizing what's the point of the project when they are in this community. And we can tell them, look, do you know that there is an exchange called Unitex, and there you will see WCRUs and UNTBs that are currently sold at a very low price, and you can use them to issue digital guarantees. And this is what we have to offer. And if 100 companies go, hundreds of companies go to the exchange and start buying them, then of course, with no doubt, without any doubt, the price of our WCRU will go up. And we have a global investment portfolio, as you know, NDE is part of that global investment portfolio. And now, for now, we don't have projects that yield high dividends. But what happens if we reach the goal of 1 million companies? You can see that the licensing revenue on average will be 375 million, and world CRU sales will amount to 375 million as well on average. And that's how the price of the WCRU will grow. And then this synergy will help our WCRU grow. And now I would like you to do some math, crunch some numbers with me. The registration code will cost just 300 euros. And you can see how much a digital seller can make if they are able to subscribe to 100 companies. And as I said, the head of each association will receive several $1,000s for subscribing members of their association for them, because they will have bought educational packages. And here you can see that if I subscribe 200 companies, you can see that I will bring home $20,000. And I think it's a wonderful remuneration for my efforts. And I would like you to think about it, to think about one more thing. Let's change the slides. And you know, when I was preparing those slides, I right away got in touch with different associations. And well, yes, some money might get depreciated by it. Big money is always big money. So what do you get in October 2021 already? So we give you the digital sellers course in different languages. We give you the samples of the slides presentation with an avatar. Also, we are launching Promo 90 and Promo 200. We have prepared small presentations consisting of 10 slides for associations, for like single companies. And we do that so that we could be using the same terminology no matter what country we are in worldwide, so that we would be, saying the same things about the same project. And very soon we're going to have all those materials translated into all our working languages so that everyone would have the necessary tools.
Well, and now I don't want to waste your time anymore, but I want all those people who like this presentation, this project will start running like this cheetah in this picture. As for the company, 1,000 of investment into World CRU and 250 is a very small amount, neglectable amount. So please rush ahead, and if you can sign up association or an entrepreneur, the association will get its commission and you will get your 20,000 euro or US dollars. And in addition to that, we will have our digital sellers who will deal with all the smart contracts, and you will get all the assistance required. And if they are with us, they will take advantage of these digital guarantees. They will demand our tokens, and it will start what you wanted from the beginning. Our goal is 1 million companies, and in a month, we want to have 5,000 individuals in each and every country. Well, if you want to get this presentation once again, please write me personally, and I'm ready to make this presentation in every particular country. And tomorrow we will meet at 7 p.m. Bye-bye, and thanks a lot.